Man, it has turned into a beautiful day. In fact, I had to break out my brand new shades today. Y'all like these? I picked these up at a rock race that I was at a couple weeks ago. One of the vendors. Genuine Oakleys. But all it's missing is the L in the Oakley. $9. I can't get sunglasses that cheap in the gas station. Yeah, I don't ever buy name brand sunglasses because just like my drones, I'm pretty hard on my sunglasses too, and I'm not spending that much money just to have them lost or broken. I was pretty pleased to pick these up though. I like them. Anyway, we're gonna spray a little while longer, head in for the day, bring you back along for the ride tomorrow. First foggy morning of what I'm sure is to be many foggy mornings. We are now in what is known in West Tennessee as the Spring of Deception, followed by the pollinating, and then we'll get to actual spring at some point after that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, buckle your seat belts. The Fieldwork Carnival is officially beginning. Alright, so here's what we got going today. Matt is still knocking away the acres on spraying the burn down strips and the cover crop on the cotton and corn ground. And yesterday we got the phone call from the Wheat Scout saying that the second shot of nitrogen needs to go down ASAP. So me and Kelly spent the afternoon yesterday getting the water wagon running, because since nitrogen has to go down today, we're gonna have the water truck. So had to get the water wagon set up so Matt can use it for the day. Got the sprayer out, got it serviced, got the tip swapped, got it greased, fueled. Matt got all the prescriptions downloaded and imported on the sprayer. Got all that set up. When he got in last night, he went ahead and got the truck ready to start nitrogen first thing this morning. I got out here a little bit early to get to running, because we're averaging like 19 gallons an acre according to the map. So it's going to take me a little bit longer per load to run out everything, because I'm going to have to go slower. Especially because the ground is still rotten. But I'm about to get fired up. Matt's already headed out to the field for him to get started for the day. And we're going to see if we can get it all knocked out by 5-6 o'clock tonight.
Well, it looks like we're going to have our work cut out for us on getting some fields cleaned up this year. We've seen quite a few trees around the edges of the fields down, and all that's from the 2 ice storms we went through this winter. But I mean, we had the worst ice storm that I can remember since, I think, 1994, but it wasn't as bad as that year. But I mean, it just didn't bring limbs down. I mean, these are whole trees that are down, and I definitely don't recall that from 1994. Looks like I better get the chainsaw blade sharpened, because these aren't ones we can just push out the edge of the field. I'll tell you what, over here on the Sharp farm, man, this cover crop is getting after it. This is some of the best looking cover crop I've seen so far this year. In fact, getting close to the point that's getting a little tall to be sprayed without raising my nozzles up. But we catch it just in the nick of time. Man, this is going to be woolly whenever I bring that cotton planter in here later on this spring. But biomass is what we're shooting for. Looks like biomass is what we're going to get this year. A lot of carbon going in the ground on this farm. Hey.
Yes?
Were y'all able to get the water truck fixed pretty easy?
Yes, Matt, I got it done.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Zach and Kelly are out spraying nitrogen fertilizer on the wheat today, and apparently it hadn't been completely smooth running. Kelly had a fitting or a clamp or something like that break on the water truck, but it sounds like she got it fixed and back up and running, so hopefully they knocking the acres out, because we're supposed to get some rain tonight and tomorrow that's going to knock us out for a few days. And then according to Ryan Hall, come like Monday and Tuesday of next week, we could be in store for some potentially severe weather. Still a little far out to know exactly what's going to happen, but so it sounds like after today we might not be able to get back out into the field until potentially towards the end of next week. So I'm trying to get everything we can done today, because stuff's starting to grow around here, and it's starting to grow quick.
Alright, so we are still plugging away at it. I think we are about 210 acres in right now. Getting it done slowly but surely, but going to show you, for everybody who didn't see the video during nitrogen application during corn, what I'm looking at on my monitor. This is what I'm looking at when I'm out spraying. It is the screen that I download from what Matt exports from Ag Studio. We're doing a variable rate prescription on all of our ground, so it's varying from 17 gallons an acre up to 23, 24 gallons an acre, something like that. And so it gets sent in from the Wheat Scout, and Matt will convert it over in Ag Studio into an XML file, and then we will send it over, export it onto the sprayer, and that is what I will download, and it'll automatically imprint itself onto the map once I put in the farm name and the prescription name. And so I'm just different rates to the field, having to adjust my speed so I can kind of keep a constant PSI. That way I'm not jumping all over the place. I'm trying to keep it at about 40 to 45 PSI is what I'm trying to keep it at. The reds down in the lower, like the 17, 18 gallons per acre. Yellow is the mid, like 20, 21. And the green is the higher number, like the 23, 24, 25 gallons per acre. And just trying to keep it steady to where it's putting out a good even rate. But that's where we're sitting at right now. Trying to plug away at the acres the best that we can. I'm not as good as Matt at operating the GoPro, holding it in my hand and operating buttons. That's too much multitasking for my small brain to comprehend.
All right, let's check and see how Zach and Kelly coming along. Looks like Zach is there on the Hart farm. Looks like he got the center farm done. Got the Baker farm done. Got the Todd farm done, and Looks like he's finishing up the Hart Farm at 8.3 miles an hour. So from there, I guess he'll go over here to, that's where I'm at right now. I think he'll go over here to Windy City. Get that done. Technology is a wonderful thing when it's working. And alive, what a gorgeous day it is today. A little bit of a breeze blowing, about 75 degrees. You don't get any finer than this. Kind of wish I could be out here working instead of in that cab there. All right, let's see if we can get this old cantankerous thing to work. Zach put a new carburetor on it yesterday. I think I put this engine on this water wagon in 2005, so it's 17 years old. It's got a heck of a kickback if you catch it wrong though.
Driver change. So I've been with Zach most of the day, running back and forth like a chicken with its head cut off. Now we're swapping. My day's been crazy, and Matt forgot the GoPro for me in the service truck. So, hello. It's just been a crazy day. I've had to deal with a broken clamp, and then I had a broken hose, which is actually the hose that's the water hose on the truck, so I had to fix that. And then I've been struggling with the hose from the fertilizer tanks, so it's just been one of those days. It's a beautiful day though, and Zach has now had to leave. He had to go take his son to go do some certification for trap this year, so I'm gonna attempt to spray the wheat. I normally just spray burn down. So for me, this is a refresher course, kind of like riding a bike. I prefer not to spray corn and cotton just because I'm just nervous about that. Also, when someone else has been doing it the whole time and they have guidance lines and it's just the way they do it, I kind of prefer them to do it. I also get really nervous about spraying money, so but I'm gonna do it because it's my job. So anyways, I'm gonna get the monitor set up on guidance lines, then I have to pull around and get set up to fill up by myself, and then go from there. Also, we are on prescriptions, and the last time I loaded prescriptions in a monitor was 3 years ago. So I'm gonna call Zach really quick and have him run me through it. This monitor is way easier than the monitor that we had on the old sprayer, so it shouldn't be too hard. Just click, click, and off we go. Each of these farms have a different prescription, how much each farm is. I have the papers in the truck. This one requires 511 gallons, so I'll have enough to get to the next farm, and then possibly do maybe 20-30 acres, and then I'm gonna have to call someone to come pick me up, drive me back over to the water truck, get the water truck, and then go back over there, because Zach and I have decided that we are going to finish tonight, and if it's at 10:30 at night, great. If it's at 1 in the morning, rock on. We have more rain coming tomorrow. We also have more rain on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So personally, I would really like to just get it done today and be done with it. So we've got a lot going on at the shop. We got a lot going on with Matt and him back and forth, and I just want to get done. So yeah, home place, sprayer, your name on the bottom, then on the right side, work summary. And then you got soft red winter wheat, single product, UAN, controller rate at the bottom.
Okay, click that where it says controller rate.
All right.
Change it to prescription RX.
All right.
And then click in that box
Home Place? Is that Campbell? That's gotta be Campbell Home Place, right? Because it's going by.
Well, look at the date on it, because he didn't delete any of the corn prescriptions from when I did corn last year.
It's 3/16/2022.
Okay, click on that.
I'm guessing the C is probably for Campbell because we have Home Place too, but it's not anything.
Well, it may be Crockett County.
No, it looks like this because it's because we don't have half the field planted.
Okay, just hit
So-
OK.
You mean save?
Yes.
Okay.
And that should have taken you back to your other screen and hit.
Yeah,
OK
I got
on
it.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Well, didn't take long to put a ding in my new sprayer. I hung this hood on the lip of where I had done some dirt work with a dirt pan, and it caught on the lip where the dirt pan had cut and kind of folded it back. Broke my hood a little bit there, bent this rod, and then it also bent the support for the hood right here. It's supposed to be straight. It's not supposed to be into a U. I know I can take that off and straighten that out pretty easy. I think the hood will be okay for now. Might need to get some JB weld at some point and fix that back up. But for now, I'm just gonna try and take this bar off and straighten it out, and probably take that pin out and straighten it out, because the front of the hood is now tipped down a little bit and it's just going to constantly catch. Then I'm probably going to lower these gauge wheel tires on the wings, lower them down one set of holes to kind of keep the wings up a little bit more, because they droop a little bit, which leads to more rubbing on the ground and more prone to catching stuff. So that's what my plan's going to be. Luckily, I do have the service truck over here with the water wagon, so I got all the tools I need. If I had the water truck over here, I'd be SOL. Well, I wasn't able to 100% get it fixed. I just absolutely could not get this pin out down here. It's just too far bent. I'm going to have to come back over here with a die grinder to cut it off to be able to get it out and replace it. But I did adjust the chain on it to pull it back that way just a little bit more, which raises it up a little. And then lowering this gauge wheel right here. You see it got the skids up off the ground several inches, so I should be able to run the rest of the day with it like this. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to rain, and me and Zach can come out here and fix it properly, and we can adjust the gauge wheel on the other side to do what this is doing. So anyway, this is just a temporary fix, but it should get us by the rest of this afternoon. I hope anyway, as long as I don't do anything else stupid. Well, I guess I kind of got my wish to work outside, but that's not really how I wanted to accomplish that. So anyway, it is what it is.
Oh man, why are you not starting? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you. Kind of ironic that last season I was on this farm by myself picking the cotton, and now I'm on this farm by myself, spraying the wheat. Yeah, so I guess me and this farm are gonna get to know each other really well.
Well, we just ran our second tank load out of the day. That sun's getting mighty low on the horizon, so we're probably gonna call it a day. By the time I fill back up and get spraying, the sun will set, and herbicides just don't do too well whenever the sun goes down. Yeah, we had an okay day. Would have been a lot better if I hadn't screwed up and tore up that hood out there. We got about 120 acres done, but I reckon it's probably going to be all we're going to get done in the field for a little while. I'm pretty sure when I wake up in the morning, the rain's going to be coming down, so guess we'll be back in the shop. Heck, I really don't know what we're going to work on, though, because as far as I know, I still ain't got no parts in on the projects I'm wanting to work on, so not really sure what we'll do. Guess I'll figure it out tonight, though. Well, you want to know where my weather station is that I ordered? Put in the tracking number and the status is not even available.
Because this is a UPS number.
No, it's a USPS number.
No, 1Z is a UPS number. They transferred it. So originally it started off as UPS and then they transferred it to the post office.
Why would anybody transfer anything to the post office? It's the worst, it's the worst organization in the history of organizations.
So well, what happened with mine was they told me I could get a refund. So 3 days later I get a refund and then 5 days later it showed up.
Well, that's what I do. I ask for a refund, and then I get it anyway, and it don't cost nothing.
I swear, that's what happened.
It says I can ask for a refund after tomorrow.
So ask for a refund on Saturday, and I guarantee it shows up on Monday.
So maybe I'll get me a new weather station for free.
I mean, that's what happened with my stuff, so running like a champ. I don't know if we're going to have enough.
I mean, it'll be close. I think we'll have enough.
I told him, I mean, I knew when I went back before he had to leave that we would be probably short about 300 gallons. So
I don't know. I figure I'll get him to run out one more load tonight, and then they push off the rain on Monday until Tuesday. So I'm not supposed to get a ton of rain tomorrow, so probably be able to finish it up Monday. And
I mean, he and I were planning to be out here till 11 o'clock at night. We did not care.
He ain't gonna be done by midnight. Yeah, I figured up before y'all got started back after he got back from his thing, y'all still had 200 acres left to do. I mean, that's not going to be done. That's 4 loads. Here's proof that Kelly was working today because I made a boo-boo and I took her GoPro in the service truck, so she didn't have a camera with her today.
Zach and I were swapping out. No, but I was struggling with the hoses today. Don't get it on your camera.
This week's going to be like almost blue-green this time next week. Warm temperatures and about 70 pounds of nitrogen. It's going to take off and grow.
Well, it better because it looks like crap right now.
It looks good. Looks like it all looks like it always supposed to look about this time of year.
Well, Campbell does not look good at all, I can tell you that much.
How many gallons you got left in your tank?
175.
It's getting close to 9 o'clock. They kind of pushed the rain back until Tuesday. I think we have enough chance to finish up this week probably Monday afternoon if we don't get a ton of rain tomorrow. So after you run that out across the road, we'll go ahead and shut it down and finish it up Monday.
10-4. You want me to go ahead and bring the sprayer in when I'm done?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Well, guys, there you have it. Been a little bit of a disappointing day, especially for me. Didn't get as much done on the hooded sprayer as I wanted to because of a few issues, and We didn't get our wheat finished up, but checked the forecast, and instead of rain coming in Monday, it's supposed to come in Tuesday. So as long as we don't get too much rain tomorrow, we'll have Saturday and Sunday, and Monday morning dry up. And they'll Kelly and Zach only like maybe about 100 acres of getting done with this wheat. Shouldn't take them too awful long to do that. Ought to be able to do it then. So anyway, I guess this will wrap up this video, and we'll be back again with something in the next one. Just not quite sure what it's going to be.